Good morning, pre-K. How are you guys? I hope you guys had a wonderful afternoon yesterday. Today starts day 4 of week 8 of online learning, and this is crazy. And this week we did welcome kids back, and it's so good to see their faces. And I can't wait to be with kids next week on Monday. I'm so excited. All right, so to go over some things that we're going to do today, we're going to do an activity called garden measuring, and we're going to take these flowers that you can find in your take-home packets, or you may print them on the online resources tab on your tadpoles report. We're going to organize them from smallest to biggest, and then we're going to use things that we found around the classroom or you find around your house to measure how tall they are. Maybe you use little cars, and maybe you use magnets, maybe you use building blocks or Legos. You can use whatever you have at your house. And then Miss Beth shared with you guys one of her favorite stories. It's from Frog and Toad, and it's called The Garden. And that's the book that she read with you guys today. And also, she did a sequencing activity. And you guys can find this in your packets as well. So it looks like this. Alrighty. And then we have an awesome Zoom plan today where we're going to do some measuring of our own. Let me show you what that looks like. So we have 2 worksheets that we're going to work with today in Zoom. One looks like this, and the other one looks like this. And so we're going to use this scale down here to measure each of these. And then we're going to write them in. And it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do this activity with you guys and see your faces and hang out with you. It'll be fun. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our morning meeting. I'm going to share the screen. We always say good morning first, and we go right into our calendar. What day is today, friends? What day is today? This is what our calendar looks like, and we have 31 days in the month of May. So yesterday was Wednesday, and today is Thursday. So we say today is Thursday, May 7th, 2020. And I'm going to snap the days today. You guys ready? You want to snap with me? We're going to count to 7. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great job, friends. All right, we're going to sing our days of the week song. Are you guys ready? Set, go. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Awesome job. All right. What's the weather look like at your house? All right, meet me back here. I think today I'm going to count to 60. Okay, 60 by 5. You guys ready? Set, go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60. All right, ready? What does the weather look like at your house? Here at school, the weather is sunny, and I was outside doing temperatures this morning, and it was cold. I was freezing, so it is definitely cool outside, and you will need a jacket to play. Hopefully it warms up by the afternoon, because it is really pretty. All right, time for story. All right, so break out those KWL charts, friends. And today's book is called The Week at Grandma's, The Berenstain Bears and The Week at Grandma's. And these are also one of Miss Beth's favorite books. I also like these books. They're really cute. And it's by Stan and Jan Berenstain. And so if you need help with your KWL chart, you can get a grown-up, a parent, or an older sibling, or a grandparent, whoever you're with, to help you out. If you don't want to do that, that is perfectly okay. You can just follow along with me. Just keep in mind that your KWLs may look a lot different than mine, and that is okay, okay? Because we all think very differently. And some of us keep it simple, and some of us want to know more, okay? So some of the things that I guess I forgot to copy and paste that. But anyway, some of the things that I want to know. I know there's a bear family, and I also know that I see bears driving away. So some of the things that I want to know. I want to know where are the bears going that are driving off? And I want to know what activities do they do at Grandma's house? What else do they do? I remember hanging out at my grandparents, and such great memories. I was really close to both sets of mine, which is really awesome. All right, I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. So let's get started with our book. Here we are. The Bear and Two Bears and the Week at Grandma's. Once in a while, the Bear family, who lived in a big tree house down on sunny dirt road deep in Bear country, got out the family snapshots and looked at them. "What are these?" asked Sister Bear, picking up a book of photos. "I don't think we've ever seen these before." There were pictures of bears playing tennis, canoeing, dancing, and having all sorts of fun. The bears looked like Mama and Papa, only they were younger and thinner. "They're pictures of Papa and me on our honeymoon," said Mama with a smile. "At Grizzly Mountain Lodge," said Papa. "We had a wonderful time." "What's a honeymoon?" asked Brother. "A honeymoon is a special trip couples take when they get married," explained Mama. "Getting married is a very special happening, and celebrating it in a trip is an old custom." "As a matter of fact," said Papa, "we've decided to go on a second honeymoon. We're going back to the same place and play tennis, go canoeing, and have fun." "It'll be lovely," said Mama. "A second honeymoon sounds like a pretty good idea to me," said Brother. "Me too," said Sister. And they scooted out of the room and were back in a jiffy with their vacation things. "Oh, yeah, no, you won't be coming," said Papa. "Honeymoons, even second honeymoons, are just for grown-ups, not for cubs." But what's going to happen to us?" asked Sister. "It just so happens," said Mama, "that Gran has been after me to let you spend a week with her and Gramps. And this will be the perfect opportunity." "A whole week?" said Brother. "But we've never stayed with anybody that long," said Sister. "Well," said Papa, taking a few practice swings with his tennis racket, "there's got to be a first time for everything." "What will we do for a whole week?" asked the cubs. "Where will we sleep? What will we eat?" "Goodness," said Mama. "Such a fuss about a simple thing like spending a week at Grandma's." It didn't seem like a simple thing to the cubs. They loved Gramps and Gran very much, but, well, they just weren't Mama and Papa. Besides, Gramps and Gran were sort of old. What are you taking with you?" Sister asked Brother when it was time to pack. "I'm taking 2 books, my jacks, and my teddy, of course." "These," he said, holding up some books and his best yo-yo. Papa put their suitcases in the car trunk last, so that when they got to Gran's, unloading was as easy as 1, 2, 3. Then, after lots of big bear hugs and kisses, the happy second honeymooners were on their way. "It certainly is good to see young folks having fun," said Gran as she waved goodbye. "We're the young folks," muttered the cubs. "We're the ones who are supposed to have fun." "I'm sure you're hungry after your ride," said Gran, and they went in. "How about some of my special honey nut cookies and milk?" "No, thanks, Gran," said Sister. "I'm not hungry right now." "Hey, these are really good," said Brother. Sister sneaked a taste. They were good, but, well, they weren't Mama's. "Now let's get you up to your room so you can get settled," said Gramps. The cubs reached for their bags, but before you could say "Grizzly Gramps," they were gathered up, bags and all, and carried up to the steep stairs. Gramps certainly was strong for someone so old. The room at the top of the stairs was very nice indeed. But, well, it just wasn't home. "Gramps," said Sister, "where do you suppose Mama and Papa are right now?" "Well," said Gramps, "I reckon they're still on the road, just pulling into the site of Grizzly Mountain Lodge. After they've unpacked their things," Gramps thought, "the cubs might like to explore around the house." Oops. While it wasn't home, it was an interesting house. There was an attic crowded with all sorts of interesting things, Gramps' kitchen with its yummy taste and smell, and Gramps' den. Gramps knew how to build a ship in a bottle. Even when the cubs asked him how it was done, he just smiled. "What do you suppose Mama and Papa are doing now?" they asked then. "I reckon they've gotten into their tennis clothes and are swatting the ball back and forth," he said. Over the next few days, Brother and Sister found lots to do. They helped Gran feed her bird friends, more kinds than they had ever seen in one place, and Gran knew all of their names. They helped Gramps cut and smooth twigs for a new ship in a bottle. It turned out that he built them outside the bottle and then slid them in. It was pretty tricky. They went fishing in a special place Gramps knew about. Well, said Gramps as they returned with a fine catch, I reckon that your mom and papa are out canoeing right now. I certainly hope they're having fun, said Sister, because we sure are. Better get these chairs in, said Gramps after a fine fish fry. It's going to rain tomorrow. How do you know? Asked Brother. I can feel it in my bones, answered Gramps. It turned out Gramps was right. Good, said Brother. We'll be able to relax a little. Sister got out her jacks and he started to play with his yo-yo. Used to be pretty good with one of those myself, said Gramps. Was he ever? Not only could Gramps make the yo-yo sleep and walk the dog, he could do the baby in the cradle and around the world. That evening, after a refreshing nap, they all went to Gramps and Gran's regular Friday night square dance. Gramps and Gran didn't just watch. They do-si-doed with the best of them. They even won a prize for the friskiest couple. Goodness, said Sister in the morning. This week really flew by, and we learned so much, added Brother, practicing baby in the cradle. Gramps and Gran, how come you know so much? Asked Sister. So many things. Why can you even feel the leather in your bones? That's one of the good things about being an older person, said Gramps, smiling. You learn something every day, so that by the time you're old enough to be a grandparent, you know quite a lot. Gee, said Sister, I guess you and Gran are so old you must know everything. Oh no, said Gramps, laughing. You never stop learning. Why, just this week we learned something very special. We learned how absolutely wonderful it is to be grandparents and have lovely grand cubs. Then Gramps and Gran swept up their grand cubs in a big hug. And the next morning they knew a familiar beep beep was heard. It was Papa tooting the horn. He and Mama were back from their second honeymoon, and it was time for the cubs to go home. After saying goodbyes and thank yous, the Bear family piled into the car and headed home. No sooner were they on the way that Brother and Sister were bubbling over with the fun and excitement of their week at Grandma's. Well, said Papa, sounds like you guys had a pretty good time. Oh, we did, said Sister. Papa, sometime you might want to go on a third honeymoon. Then we can spend another week at Grandma's. A third honeymoon, said Papa. I don't think anyone's ever gone on a third honeymoon. No, said Sister. There has to be a first time for everything. The end. That was a really cute book. All right, let's get back to our chart. All right, some of the things that I learned in the story, it was the Bear's parents that just dropped them off at the Grandma's for the week. And they went on their second honeymoon. And I also learned that Grandma and Grandpa's house is so much fun. They got to go fishing. They got to feed birds. They got to eat yumminess, like cookies from Gran, and they did a boat in a bottle. How cool is that? So what are some things that you guys do at your grandparents? I would love to hear about it. You guys could tell me today in Zoom, or maybe you could draw a picture and we can share those too. That would be awesome. All right, on the next slide, you guys will find a couple more videos that I think you will enjoy. I've also linked these in our Tadpoles report for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys later in Zoom. Bye.